So on a roll call for us, please. First item up tonight, in lieu of Alderwoman Duncan's resignation, that letter that she turned in for December the 12th, tonight I would like to make a recommendation to the board to fill her empty vacancy for losing my train of thought. Yeah, Westport. I just want to say that, make sure I pronounce it right. For my recommendation for the empty Westport seat for John Whalen to take that seat until the end of that term, which would be 2025.
I would move to approve John Whalen to replace the empty seat on the Westford Alderman.
And I'll second.
This time I will call for the vote. Alderwoman Cisco.
Yes.
Alderman Bolerjack.
Yes.
And Alderman Williams.
Yes.
Thank you. At this next time, I would ask City Clerk Kohler to administrate the oath of office, please.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you'll just raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, John Whalen,
I, John Whalen,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess all the qualifications
I possess all the qualifications
for West Ward Alderman
for West Ward Alderman
as prescribed by law,
as prescribed by law,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Missouri,
and of the state of Missouri,
the provisions of all laws of this state
provision of all laws of this state,
affecting cities of this class,
affecting cities of this class,
and the ordinances of the city of Salem, Missouri,
and the ordinance of the city of Salem, Missouri,
and faithfully demean myself in office, so help me God.
and faithfully demean myself in office, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right here. Yeah, come on up.
All right. How are you, sir? Good. Signature, sir.
Next up, I would like to also address the board. Our next public meeting was scheduled for December the 26th. And I would ask, I would make a recommendation to the board that we postpone until and reconvene on January the 9th of our first annual meeting in January, due to giving some of our staff time for safe travels to the holidays, and that no one is rushing home and can spend a little bit more time with their family.
I would move to approve moving the next scheduled meeting, to January 9th instead of December 26th.
Second.
And I appreciate you thinking of that.
Yes. Thank you for thinking of it. At this time, I will call for the vote. Alderwoman Cisco.
Yes.
Alderman Williams.
Yes.
Alderman Whalen.
Yes.
And Alderman Bolerjack.
Yes.
Next item up is first reading of bill number 35, or two readings of bill number 3580. We'll do the first reading first.
Bill number 3580, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to sign and execute task order number 18 pertaining to an agreement between the city of Salem, Missouri and CM Archer Group PC dated February 3, 2020 for engineering services related to the lead service line inventory project. Second reading, bill number 3580, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to sign and execute task order number 18 pertaining to an agreement between the city of Salem, Missouri and CM Archer Group PC dated February 3, 2020 for engineering services related to the lead service line inventory project.
Thank you.
Move to discuss. February 3rd, 2020, is that when we had,
That was when it was originally, when we've got task order 1 through 18. If you'll look back at our.
Okay, so it's
ordinance.
about
the original contract.
the original
The original
contract
contract.
was signed back then, this is just a continuance of that contract.
correction on this, towards the bottom, it has the date of the 18th instead of the 19th there, so you have a correction on that. And this is a budgeted item for this year, and I would, they have 10 months to complete these tasks, and the deadline is October 16th of next year. I would assume some of the work will happen first half of 2024, and some by the second half up until October.
That would be our assumption as well.
Correct,
Yeah, I think they had it in the Gantt chart that they gave us.
Right.
That they would have that, they would have the mapping done, and they would have that set up, so.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to
No, you're
point this
fine.
way.
You're
He's
fine.
he's always looking at
I'm just like,
And then also, just to point out, we budgeted $180,000 for this, and by this task order, none of the fees charged by the engineer can exceed this amount unless there's another amendment to the contract. Just thought I'd point that out.
Well, at this time, do I have a motion for bill number 3580?
Yeah, I moved to approve bill number 3580.
And I'll second.
There's no further discussion. I will call for the vote. Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderman Boyd,
Yes.
Alderwoman Cisco,
Yes.
and Alderman Whalen.
yes.
Thank you. So we have reports of city officials. If anybody's got anything that they would like to report on.
Nope, just the New Year's Eve ball coming up. Make sure you get your tickets
TCRC.
at the TCRC or at the Chamber
Okay.
building.
I'd like to say Merry Christmas now.
Oh, yeah. You now wanna say Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
It only took a special meeting to get that. You forgot that.
That's closer.
And he also forgot Happy New Year's to everybody.
Can't wait.
Alright, last item.
I know.
Yeah.
May I give a report?
Yes.
So, come January, we're gonna start getting into full swing for planning the next budget. I feel like we just finished that a month or two ago, but
Yeah,
it's time to start again. What I would like to propose, would be a workshop with those of you here on the board and the finance committee. I think that'd be important to have you folks all together to kind of start listing out what your priorities are for the upcoming budget, so that then staff can start putting some details to those, but, so I would like for you guys to, I've got a couple of weeks that I would like to throw out for your consideration. The first week, my preference would be the last week, the week of January 29th. So that week is partially January, partially February. So that's one of those rare occasions where we have an extra week between our board meetings. And so that would be, like I said, a time where maybe we have a little bit of breathing room. So sometime that week. My second pick would be the third week in January, which would be the week of the 15th. So offices are actually closed on the 15th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But sometime that week would be my second pick. And so, if that's okay, I'll have Tammy reach out to all of you as well as finance committee members and kind of see if there's a day in either of those weeks that might work. Okay. So that's what I have for my report.
Thank you.
Anything else? Sure. Usually Kayla's got one Wednesday.
I know, I feel like I'm missing something, and I probably am, but good news is there's a meeting coming up on the 9th that I can bring you to.
All right, well, the last item up is, I need a motion to go into closed session for litigation.
I will move to go into closed session for litigation.
And I'll second.
I will call for the vote. Alderwoman Cisco,
Yes.
Alderman Bullard,
Yes.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
and Alderman Whalen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
To you.